Welcome everybody to another edition of KCXW Saturday Slam. It's Jude Vice, and we've got another half hour of wrestling action ready for you. Coming up tonight in action, we've got Dirty Deeds, Daniel Maxson. It's been a week or two since we've seen him, so we have to see what dirty tricks he's up to this week. Also, we have a tag team match tonight for you. Shylynn is teaming up with Martae, so we're going to see them rocking the ropes in all four directions. The marquee matchup for tonight, the big one, the Bully Smasher Shannon Reed going one-on-one with Hard Luck Hal Rogers. They've had bad blood for months now. They're going to go one-on-one. They're going to see if they can't try to settle some of it tonight, even though it's spilled over from Unleashed even. Let's get down to the ring, folks. We're going to get started. Making his way on out now. You know him. You love him. You've seen him week in and week out. It's the XWC student, Adrian, making his way on down to get things started tonight. And as he goes around, introduces himself to the crowd and gets set, you know, making his way on out next is going to be none other than Daniel Maxson, Dirty Deeds himself. And you hear the reaction from this small crowd almost instantly as soon as he steps out of the curtain. These folks do not like Daniel Maxson. They do not like his dirty deeds, the way he goes about things. To him, every match is a job. Everything's just about the next paycheck. He doesn't care how he gets it. He doesn't care where it comes from. So, unfortunately, this week's job is Adrian, and so it's probably going to be a rough ride for the student once again. But we've seen a lot of heart out of him, so we're hoping he can pull up an upset here tonight. Referee calls for the bell. There it is, and we are off and underway for Saturday Slam, folks. Quick circle and a stare down, and Maxen going right to the gut to get things started, luring Adrian into a trap, and immediately begins landing blows into the gut. Chop across the chest. Dirty Deeds has no intention of wrestling tonight. This is a fight from the get-go. Adrian turns it around, comes in high with a splash, catches Maxen in the corner. Dirty Deeds stumbles out, eats the back elbow, and goes down. Adrian's got some fight in him at Maxen. You're going to have to be a little bit more wily than that. Turns him over. Inverted neckbreaker into a face buster. Adrian might have a shot here. 2 count only, though, as Maxen's able to get his shoulders up and get Adrian off. Now Daniel Maxson moving to the corner. He's definitely a little stunned after that shot. Lured Adrian in again. An elbow right into the gut. Huge clothesline, and down goes the XWC student. And Daniel Maxson now trying to buy himself a moment in time. Still shaking off that face buster he took. Gets Adrian hooked into the suplex now, trying for it. Adrian puts on the brakes, starts working his way out. Turns Maxen around, goes for the DDT, and drags Maxen down by his head. Daniel's trying to put the brakes on himself, but Adrian used the leverage and drove Maxen's forehead straight down into the canvas there. Now Adrian seeing if he can add some mustard onto this steak. Big clothesline puts Maxen down. He's got a plan, maybe. What's he looking for? And Dirty Deeds working himself over to the corner now, getting away from the center of the ring. Grabbing Adrian by the mask and slamming him into the buckle. I told you earlier on, he doesn't care how he gets the win. By any means necessary, Dirty Deeds is going to use. And you've seen it so far tonight. Every time Adrian's built up some momentum, Dirty Deeds has found some shortcut to pull, some corner to cut away, as he suplexes Adrian over. Pin attempt, referee's down in position, 2 count only though. Adrian not ready to give it up just yet. And now Maxen just twisting his head sideways, really putting a lot of tension on the neck and the spine there. Adrian looking to see if he can make it over to the ropes. Maxen turns him away, but Adrian's going to fight his way out. This kid's a fighter. That's one thing you can say about Adrian. You were never going to see him give up in the middle of this, in the middle of a match. Maxen turns it around, drop kick right into the sternum. Got up really high there. He had a downward angle on that drop kick. And now just laying the forearms across the chest. Trying again to just put the weight down on Adrian and wear him down. But Adrian again fighting back up. Just keeps coming at you. Just keeps getting back up and keeps fighting back. Maxen trying to do what he can to keep this young man down. Adrian fires him into the corner. Referee almost got caught up. Dirty Deeds got caught in the corner. Oh! And with the referee caught in the corner, Dirty Deeds saw an opportunity, a low blow. Kicks Adrian down low and steals a 3-count victory. I mean, Dirty Deeds is his name, and there wasn't much dirtier of a victory than that one right there, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Maxson gets the win in as tarnished a fashion as you can imagine. I want to remind you, folks, Destiny's coming up October the 15th. We announced it a few weeks ago. You've got the link down there, ticketspice.com/Destiny-2022. We've already got tickets flying off the shelves, and we haven't announced much yet, so you know it's going to be a big one. Make sure you get yours. So let's head on back to the ring now. We've got Shylynn and Money Martae making their way on down to the ring. Two graduates of none other than the building you see before you, the Xtreme Wrestling Center. And with the knowledge that they've gained at the XWC, you've seen them put on great contests against some of the big names here in KCXW. If you are looking to become a professional wrestler, there is no better place than the Xtreme Wrestling Center. www.prowrestling.training is the place to check it out. 816-535-0870 is the phone number. Call us direct, speak to the head trainer. We'll get you started on your dreams, folks. And now, Shylynn and Money Martae eagerly awaiting their opponents. And none other than, you can hear the drum intro, it's recent XWC graduate Alan Jones. And it looks like Money Martae and Shylynn aren't too shaken by this news as they await for him to come out of the curtain. See them planning right now, and there we go. He's got XWC student Shannon Jr. in tow with him. And Alan Jones certainly looking to make a statement tonight with a big victory here, I'm sure. And Jones, his big thing, that he will make sure that you know about him. He will never let you forget it. Straight edge student, no poison there in him. And so every piece of violent hatred that you see, that is all 100% him. Absolutely. The confidence and the ego certainly along with those two. Alan Jones has got Shannon Jr. pretty well hyped up for this one. But he may have a plan. He may have something stuck up the sleeve of that jacket. Referee rings the bell. We're starting off with Shylynn and Jones. They're making their way around, getting their circling in, sizing each other up, sizing up their opponents. And Shylynn ducks underneath the collar and elbow, gets a quick waist lock, and Alan Jones is already in trouble. Never mind, he shoots around, gets a waist lock of his own. So far, no advantage. Shylynn with the face lock now wraps the arm over into a hammerlock modification over the top of the back, and she works Jones down to the floor pretty quickly. And with a bridge, puts some extra torque on there, turns back out. She's still got hold of the arm. Ooh, another snap on that hammerlock. Trying for a quick pin opportunity, only gets the one there. And now Jones getting hooked up. Thrown over with the T-bone suplex, and Jones comes crashing down. Shylynn in firm control here so far. Gets the hook, 2 count on that one. Jones not ready to give up in the early moments of this match. And now Shylynn making the move over so Martae can get the tag, and we're going to see a little bit of changeover now as Martae comes in on Jones. And Shylynn bringing him out to the center. The two of them seem to have a game plan here. Body slam, down goes Jones. Martae getting the crowd riled up. Running the ropes, building momentum. Huge splash from Martae, going for the pin. Jones able to get out at 2. And Jones getting wrapped up into a top hammerlock variation now by Martae. And Shylynn and Money showing a game plan, working on the arm of Hal and Jones now. Jones trying to battle his way out with shots. Not doing much against Martae. Huge vertical suplex. Jones sneaks out the back door. He might have gotten his hands across the eyes of Martae. Slams him into the turnbuckle there, and there's the tag to Shannon Jr. Jones battering Martae with forearms, keeping him trapped in the corner. And Jr. gets the chop across the chest. And Martae again bouncing his head off of the turnbuckle. Shannon Jr. trying to get a whip going, but Martae's a lot bigger frame than he is. That's not happening. And Shannon goes back into the corner. And now Martae's going to use his leverage. Tries to throw Shannon. Shannon got his foot hooked and kept himself there. Brilliant defense by Junior, but he goes right up and over to a back body drop, trying to come out of the corner. Saved himself from the Beal throw, but I think he may have set himself up for much worse. Martae comes in with a high splash. And Shannon Jr. gets pancaked into the corner. Not the place you want to be. Martae with the left vertical suplex, and Junior's up in the air. And with a high crash down. Pin attempt by Martae. Shannon Jr. able to get the shoulder up quickly, though. And now Martae getting things moved over to the corner. Shylynn in with the tag, and you see another quick changeover by this tag team. They've certainly learned some tag team fundamentals, trying to keep the pressure of the two in. Double hip toss action from Martae and Shylynn. Shy quick for the pin. Junior's able to kick out at 2, though. And now front face lock, but Shannon puts the gas on, and he's able to ram Shylynn into the corner. And Jones with a quick tag, seizing the opportunity. Throws an elbow into the cheek. Sends Shylynn off the ropes. High clothesline brings Shylynn down hard. Oh, and just slams her face into the mat. Jones, I think his frustration's already starting to show. Wraps the chin lock onto Shylynn, just trying to start putting the wear and tear down. And he's able to get most of his leverage across her lower back now, as he's going to start wrenching back, putting some torque on her lower back. Just added pressure. Shylynn works her feet back underneath her, though, trying to build a little bit of space between her and Jones. Back elbow for her troubles, though. Jones looking for a pin, only gets 1.
Come on, Shylynn.
And now Shylynn able to sit herself up. But Jones quickly taking advantage and slings her into the neutral corner. High knee. And when he throws that, the Bulldog comes right after. And Shylynn bounces off of the canvas. 2 count only, though. Jones is going to have to put together a little bit more of a string of offense before he puts her down in that fashion, though. And now, Shylynn trying to fight back. Jones made the mistake of letting her get to a vertical base, and she started throwing blows. Jones reverses the Irish whip. Another high clothesline, and Shylynn goes down.
No way.
2 count only on that one. It didn't work the first time. It didn't work the second time, but perhaps Jones is looking for the battle of attrition, and now just shoving Shylynn. No respect from Alan Jones. And she's starting to fire back. She's not going to take too much of that. Goes low with a shot to the abdomen. Snap suplex takes Jones over. But Shylynn slow to get up after that one. Now the referee's checking both of them. Starts the count, encouraging them to answer. Jones rolls over quick, gets a tag to Junior. Shylynn tags out to Martae. And Martae comes flying in with a high boot. Puts Junior down, double axe handle, rocks Alan Jones. Martae gets Junior hooked up, pump handle. Gets him turned over, here comes the power slam. Down goes Junior. And now Martae looks like he's calling for something. Junior comes back up onto his feet, maybe out of instinct. And Martae's got him hooked for a gory. Almost there, got the legs, got the gory bomb. Junior goes down.
He's done.
And now Martae's calling for it. Money's looking for an STF lock. He's got it hooked in. Jones trying to make the save, and Shylynn's got him hooked in a seatbelt choke. And there's the tap from Junior. Shylynn and
taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the noose off. And you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
You are not as tough
that you can be. And with that announcement, folks, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for this week's Marquee Match. I told you about it at the top of the show. The Bully Smasher going one-on-one with Hard Luck Hal Rogers. We've seen the two of them clash in tag team action at Unleashed back in April. We've seen them attempt to clash once before here on Saturday Slam, and it ended in total chaos. So we're trying one more time, folks, to put the two of these guys in the ring and see if they can't settle their differences once and for all. Shannon Reed making his way out the entranceway, and the big Bully Smasher almost tears it down coming through. And ladies and gentlemen, we've seen the Bully Smasher, and definitely over the past 2 years, he's made some changes with his lifestyle. And we've seen him kind of trim down some, and in the process, he's added in a new repertoire of moves as well. Some agility's been built in there. He's got some kicks that he throws now as well. So as the man's gotten older, he's only gotten wiser, and the playbook has only gotten more expansive for the Bully Smasher. But the problem he's got tonight, and the problem he's had for a long time, is one of the most wily veterans that we've got here at KCXW. And that is Hard Luck Hal Rogers. You want to talk about a guy that has had to learn everything in life the hard way. There's a reason he walked in to the KCXW area, told the boss straight up front, you call me Hard Luck, because that's what my life is, and that's what I'm going to bring to every single person I step into the ring with. Hard luck and a hard day's work coming from Hard Luck Hal Rogers. And if there's one thing Hard Luck's learned in his time, is sometimes the quickest path is through the mud. And you've seen him team up with Dirty Deeds. You've seen him use every type of advantage. He jumps students quick, and you see him going quick on Shannon Reed here. But Reed was ready for it, and Reed starts throwing the knees. Backs his Hard Luck into the corner and a huge chop across the chest. And a second one. And Rogers is in a bad spot to get this contest started as Reed batters him into the corner. Rogers with nowhere to go except for where Reed wants him to. Huge back elbow as Rogers bounces off the ground. And now Reed lines him up. Rogers is having a hard time figuring out where he's going. He's trying to catch his breath. Huge kick across the lower spine. And Rogers stands right up into the waiting arms of the Bully Smasher, as he just brings Rogers down with a huge club across the back. And now Reed coming off the ropes, lifting the knee up high, and Rogers goes bouncing down to the canvas again. Reed, high elbow drop across the chest, going for the pin, and Rogers gets the shoulder up, managing to stay alive in this one, and definitely I'd say Reed has got the advantage in the early goings of this contest. First point, Shannon Reed. Gets the leg hooked over, goes turning in from the chin lock to the abdominal stretch. Showing some of the different lessons he's learned throughout his time here. Coming in to train at the XWC. And Shannon locks it in even tighter. Hard luck, Hal Rogers. Definitely having a hard time figuring out how to get this fight started, as it has been all bully smasher in the early goings. And he lights Rogers up again with another chop across the chest. And down goes Rogers after a third one. Shannon Reed sets Rogers where he wants him. A headbutt, may not have been a great idea. Reed is feeling the effects of that, and Rogers takes advantage, just blatantly going for the eyes right in front of the referee. Hard luck is never one to shy away from bending the rule book. Huge chop across the chest as he's now pinned Shannon Reed in the corner. And with that cheap shot that he'd throw, there's no other way to put it, folks. Reed trying to battle his way out of the corner, but hard luck Hal Rogers, ever since going to the eyes, has certainly turned the tides in this matchup. Trying to get Reed hooked, gets him turned over on a huge T-bone suplex. As Rogers was able to get his hips underneath Shannon Reed. And though Shannon has trimmed himself down and made himself more athletic, he has made himself more susceptible in the same regard to the power of his opponents. As Rogers now fish hooking into the bully smasher's mouth. Again, just wiping it off on the referee. Lack of respect in full show from Hard Luck Hal Rogers. And now he's got Reed set up against the ropes. Referee's trying to get him to lay off. And Rogers just toying with the referee now. Toying with the fans as well, telling them to try and root for the bully smasher, as he seems to have things firmly in Hard Luck's control. But Shannon Reed coming to life. Huge forearms to the chin. Shannon battling back towards the ropes. Gets Rogers running. And Rogers with a spear takes down the bully smasher. Reed looked like he might have been going for a belly-to-belly, but Rogers ducked low underneath the hands and snuck in that spear. Thought he could steal a victory, but only got the 2 count. And now Rogers again taunting the audience, taunting Shannon Reed as he locks the armbar in. Oh my goodness, and Rogers getting personal with the audience as he just lays the boots back into the bully smasher. And Rogers is finished with him. He's calling the power bomb, folks. This is going to be impressive if he pulls this one off. Reed says not today. Huge back body drop. And Reed with a knee. He sees a moment of opportunity. He gets Rogers going. Clothesline puts down Hard Luck. Rogers comes back up to his feet. Reed hooking a teardrop suplex, launches Rogers over, and Rogers rolls off his shoulders. Hard Luck battling back to his feet. Reed's looking for a choke slam. Got it! Something he learned from his old tag partner, Captain Shabam. And Rogers ducking to the outside to avoid the 3 count. And Reed's going right after him. Oh, a kick to the gut. And these two are battling outside. This one is quickly spilled out. I told you it was chaos last time. Daniel Maxen and El Diablo got involved. This one's turning into a different kind of chaos. Reed off of the apron. Spins around and attacks Rogers and just starts laying the blows down. Referee's continuing the count. Is up to 6. He better get these two back in here. And Reed recognizes the situation as he throws Rogers back in. And there's Daniel Maxen once again. Jumping Reed. And referee's calling for the belt. This one is once again devolved into chaos. Jay Savage has made his way out, ladies and gentlemen. Jay Savage coming out to help his longtime friend Shannon Reed as he separates Rogers and Maxen off of him. And now Reed's back to his feet, and Savage and Reed are fighting. And down goes Reed, or Rogers rather, with a blue thunder bomb. Reed's in the wrong spot. Manhattan drop. Maxen goes down. And the Bully Smasher and Jay Savage have cleared the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we tried to get a resolution for you, and once again, Hard Luck and Dirty Deeds had another dirty trick up their sleeves. Luckily, Shannon Reed has a lot of friends always watching his back, and Jay Savage was there to make the save. And a show of respect from these two longtime friends. And Jay Savage leading a quick cheer for his friend, the Bully Smasher. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for tuning in to another edition of KCXW Saturday Slam. A big shout out to XWC and the Safe Haven Fitness. Look at the strength of Jay Savage. Don't forget to go to Ticket Spice and get your tickets now for KCXW Destiny, October the 15th. We'll see you next week.